This isn't my speech, by the way, but I am going to be referring to it. Yeah, sorry. Right, I'm Suzanne, and as well as being a Unite member in the education sector and activist, I'm also Secretary of the Social Housing Action Campaign. Last week, the Grenfell report brought to the fore again the extent to which landlords are empowered to gamble with the lives of social tenants and residents. By the same token, it underscored the disempowerment of those who rely on social housing. If you represent low-paid workers, and I'm sure most of you do, it's likely that a section of your members are among the 3 million people in housing association homes. 2 weeks ago, Rachel Reeves is getting another mention here, 2 weeks ago, Rachel Reeves bowed to the substantial and sustained lobbying by housing association bosses and agreed to let them add 1% on top of inflation-linked social rent rises for the next decade. So social tenants are going to be paying 1% above inflation rent rises for the next 10 years. This follows 7% social rent rises in 2022 and 7.7% last year. This is a sector, mind you, with a surplus of £4.4 billion. And this is just one of the reasons why housing is a trade union issue. All the fantastic work being done by our unions to win decent pay rises is not going towards improving our lives when even social landlords are able to pick our pockets when we get home. So just very briefly on what we do in SHAC. SHAC is a grassroots campaign group that organises those living in housing association homes. SHAC was born in the union movement through the efforts of reps in the Unite Housing Workers branch. Shout out to my ex-branch. As such, we use trade union methods and the organising model to empower tenants and residents to collectivise their voices and their energies. As a result, our campaigns on high rents, service charge abuse, landlords failing to tackle antisocial behaviour and revenge evictions have hit the headlines and enabled our members to expose the true character of social housing in Britain today. I wish I did have time to tell you about all the fantastic activism of our members and the victories they're winning, but I need to get to the point of my speaking to you today. Rachel Reeves' gift to the landlords shows exactly whose side this Labour government is on, and it's not ours. We don't charge a membership to our members at SHAC because we don't want to exclude any people on tight budgets. So we rely on our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement to fund us to upscale our activism. SHAC doesn't have paid staff, an office base. Everything we've achieved, we've done by the amazing efforts of our volunteers. I'm urging everyone here to ask whatever your branch can afford to be donated to SHAC so that we can continue our work. We're mobilising to force government to freeze rents and cap service charges. We're forcing landlords to fix mould, damp and disrepairs, stop unlawfully discriminating and tackle the blight of antisocial behaviour and end revenge evictions. Please support our campaign. Please take one of these model motions back to your branch and see if you are able to make any kind of donation. Thank you very much for your time.